Hi, good morning. It's now the 2nd of January 2010. You're probably wondering about the image of the eye. Well, I'm doing this video really for everybody to open their eyes and not to forget what's happening in all over the world. The eye was drawn by my son, who's 17 now. He drew it when he was 16 years old. I thought that would be a great background for what I'm about to say on this video. The reason I'm doing this is for my husband finally to get a voice, because he's been knocking on everybody's door, from government of Canada downwards to the newspapers, the Sun, the Toronto Star, but nobody wants to touch this story because it's all about abuse in the 70s, 60s and 70s, what went on in the Ontario reform schools. In 1997 there was an article written on, you can find it on the internet, City TV wrote an article, but since then nothing ever has been done about it, or not even an apology was made to these victims or survivors, no matter what you want to call them. To me they are survivor victims, because their hell is still going on now. Reason I'm saying that is because I'm married to one of the survivor victims, and the demons, the dark demons, are still coming out. In 1997 there was a police investigation launched in the Ontario Reform School abuse. The police already then interviewed about 3,000 people, and they were thinking there's more, but since then it all has been hushed up, and nobody ever spoke about it again, until my husband wanted to share his story, how the abuse, he's now 51, still is haunting him, and his demons and his wasted life. Really, his life has been totally wasted because there's no help out there. Like all the other victims, from soldiers, Canadian soldiers, who I read the story this morning, you know, in the Star newspaper. This poor soldier was injured in Afghanistan, and I don't know if I read it right, or I can't even remember. There's so much going on in my head. If he killed himself or something like that, but he did not get any help from so-called organization what are out there, from the government, from the military, because he dealt with a lot of pain, emotionally, physically, and there was no help out there for him. And the same goes for these abused victims, who are now, some of them are dead, some of them are imprisoned, because they can't deal with society, and they can't still deal with what has happened to them. So I'm not surprised that I read the story today from that soldier, which made me actually very sad. He left his wife. His wife is now a widow, and it shouldn't have happened. And whatever happened with my husband shouldn't have happened either, because in my eyes I married a really nice guy who was supportive, still is supportive, kind. He would give you the shirt off his back, but the demons take over, and boy, when the demons take over, emotionally, we've been on a roller coaster ride for nearly 5 years. I've been married to him for nearly 5 years, and it has not been the most pleasant experience I've ever experienced, but I'm still sticking with him. Now, he tried to sue the government of Ontario, and guess who else? It says here, Her Majesty the Queen in the Right of Ontario. It says that's the defense. So obviously, I believe, maybe I'm wrong, we're talking about the Queen of England. And when I'm hearing her speech from 2009, yes, it was all very, very good, and some things you should not forget, and some things you want to forget. But I'm here now to tell you, you should not forget this. Also, Mr. Harper's little speech, which was really nice, and I mean, I personally do like Mr. Harper. I've personally never met him, but you know, some of the things he does and sticks up for his country is very, very good. Other things I disagree with, especially at the end when he was saying in his speech of 2009, the ending of the year, I'm here to protect blah blah blah, and the country of Canada. You know what? The country can look after itself because grass grows and all this and that, and water flows and the sun and all this and that. But you should also protect your people of Canada, the people what make this country. And I tell you something, the people of Canada, the people I met in Canada, they are the most nicest people you can ever meet. Okay. Now I've met some people of Canada. Boy, I can let you know. I could not. Some of the people I really do not want to meet again. So, but Canada as itself, some great people here. Some great people, but I'm not here to talk about them. I'm here to talk about what actually happened to my husband. So I'm just seeing the light flashing here. Now the batteries are running out. So anyway, I'll be with you soon, and I will tell you my husband's story. And some of it is going to be graphic, very graphic, and please do not let this be watched by children or listened to by children, because what I'm about to tell you is horrifying actually. And so bear with me until I get new batteries, and then I will start. Okay, thank you very much.